Kane and Undertaker, also known as eyes for me.
I love these throws from Snare. You know, always gets me smiling, always gets me in a good mood.
I love it. Who's are you Undertaker or am I?
I know Undertaker. That's the only guy I know.
You don't know Kane is brother?
Yeah, I watched it back in the 90s.
Yeah, that was the Attitude Era. That was or the Aggression Era. Gosh. You disappoint me, but you know what didn't disappoint me?
I know half of them. Half of the people that he mentioned, I know.
Do you know about when Undertaker threw Mankind off the top of the Hell in the Cell?
Not really.
Oh my god.
Let's focus on what matters here. That's
KOta.
JP. It's gonna be playing Tidehunter this time around, but not an easy backup for him. You know, playing into Ursa, which was left at full, kind of obvious choice that they're gonna go for it. I guess it was of those Monkey banned out as well. It'll be one time with very
to battle.
Lineup, like very tempo-oriented based. Ursa a bit more slower, I would say, and Luna doesn't provide that sort of aggression on the sidelines, especially during the nighttime with that global aura. But it does threat to Roshan. Like if Ursa's off to a good start, I don't mind this matchup. He's also a hero that builds into MKB, so it's really good. One hero he does not like to play into is the starter, the glimpse back after he uses Enroid to reposition him. Xtreme, but it's gonna be a fight.
It looks like they might want to fight. The Fire Spirit's coming, as well as the Star Storm. Reorb and Paparazzi already in trouble. Nothing to say. He's not going to get that first blood. DY standing his ground with Kaka over to the side. These axes. A lot of damage from Heal. Back on that Beastmaster. Paparazzi giving him a mango. Trying to help out with the regen. Kaka's just going to stay in her grass a little bit. Even I feel like he's throwing that out, trying to up the lane a little bit, but that didn't actually do that much damage.
No, it really didn't. I think the same immediate dip. And Kaka, he's like, yeah, just harass Paparazzi so much that he's gonna have a much harder time. Like we've seen yesterday, there was a Dragon into Timbersaw matchup, right? Like Dragon got Quinn, got the first blood on Timbersaw, which is something that doesn't happen, but like this first blood, the first point of contact was this Dragonite that I'm talking about. So he harassed the Timbersaw way too much. Same for Storms right now. Still 100 away from a battle. Need to be careful. Not to say also drop, but playing very aggressively here.
Yeah, who's orbs and even jumping forward to reach here, so he's not going to be hit by that tower for a bit. Paparazzi play very conservatively, where he's not really able to PS while these tough for him. 5-2 though, nothing to say. More and more as they're under the tower, they'll start to get denied. Say control for help. Let's say that it's hit down a peg. Just about even.
It's not gonna be an easy Storm Spirit game. Zeal this time around.
Dagger, very fire, trying to get into the truth and out of the vision, but DY's chasing. The axe is still alive, but eventually he falls for first blood. Who gets that first blood? This feels like old gaming. It's a very, we have blue, and this is what he knows how to play kind of draft. They give the Phantom Assassin over to Ghost. See how he does with it.
So far, so good. First blood in his hands, extra gold. Going for Bullstone, extra harassment to deal with potential boars, but still not falling for it. He's the one that's gonna adapt his build, going for the Inner Beast instead, going for Wild Axes. I'd still go for Wild Boar late down to get another point for Wild Axes. At one point summons, don't use them, just because just hit by way too quickly.
Back over mid and nothing to say. He hasn't exactly gained on the this route. Icarus dive and Gush forward. Shiro will jump back and Thunderstrike on him. Kaka happens in 3 seconds. Pressure on. Deadlift throw it up, so why you smile? Another Gush.
Good block.
Thunderstrike. This should be a kill.
Did I interrupt you?
Quick turnaround from we saw the back end of unit for 1. Aim it. Kills early on.
They did start off with the kills even in the previous game. Game kind of crumbled 10-15 minutes into the game.
Dire's
hold on to
courier
it this time.
has been killed.
His courier. Nothing to say. Get his bottle refilled by Y. We'll run back to the top lane. As soon as Puck hits level 6, there should be one hero rotating at a Rubik, because you will always have Rubik to play with. In terms of, I have a dual snap the coil with. My brain just stopped working for a second.
Comes over. This is so. Planet and Shiro played together for a long time, and they continue to have this
Radiant's
chemistry.
bottom
Zeal
tower is under attack.
for a second, trying to TP.
Nice.
Successful. KOta, though, over in the river, won't be as fortunate, it seemed. The Fire Spirit, but he might be able to deny the neutrals, and
Oh,
the
the
take
last
actually
hit.
works out for Yu's Smile.
To me!
Might get away with getting that deny.
Nice play from Zeal there. Managed to keep out, drags the creep away, so there is no arrow available. And
Needed
he
that
tier 2
coin.
tower, just in case someone TP'd the tier 1 tower. And the TP is going to be longer. Paparazzi bottle also going to be filled by KOta.
So, back to what I was saying about Planet and Shiro. You know, when they played together a long time ago, the start of this chemistry was eHome Immortal. Back when, now, back when they existed and back when they had Academy team. You know, then they went to Phoenix Gaming, and they've just been playing together, and you kind of read them together, the chemistry between these two players. And what got everybody interested in Planet, myself and everybody who was doing Chinese region before, you know, we saw Planet having these amazing games on Rubik to where the community was calling him, you know, the next F1. So when you watch him on a hero like this, I feel like there's a lot of expectations. Assuming he's going to be able to
My coil
KOta.
runs
Ooh,
down.
will
Getting the
drop
glimpse, but
anyway.
will fall.
Also, big wave approaching.
That
So
was
far,
kind of
Yu
you.
Smile managed to get a lot
Radiant's
of stuff
top
done.
tower
He
is
gets a
under
kill,
attack.
gets another assist,
Dire
blocks
structures
Camp
are
from
fortified.
stacking, forces KOta one more time out of the lane, which does allow Hero to play up more aggressive here. Deal.
Again, he's getting caught. Have the help from Planet, throws the axes, trying to juke Ghosts, another one. Really want to push a Phantom Assassin into quicker form, that's for sure.
Definitely not. Another bottle refill. Another
My eye never misses.
rune for Paparazzi. This time he's having a much better game. Planet.
I could have seen he's going to make the shift. Planet coming over
A gift from
has a
the
Fable and a set.
damage.
Storm kills him the turnaround. A little bit of a bait with TC from nothing to say. Committed on the Ghost, but it doesn't do enough. The double damage from the bottle, the refill, the mana's there. They've got the Vortex. So killing enough in to say and take out this puck.
Down.
This time, Xtreme Gaming, much cleaner execution. They're much more active. First rotation from Paparazzi gets something done. He's also not the one who's getting
Out of the
with the
way!
first one, so he's gonna start to count with his
Stupendous.
items. Why? Now in trouble. Does have to leave charges available,
Why
but no
can't
mana
that
whatsoever.
happen again?
So he'll fall to Zeal. Zeal finally getting himself on board. Be a little bit of a rough ride for him.
Straight up not having a good time in this game. They did shut him down. Marana, they also got the first slow. Kinda hard to play. And also you had Rubik going to the mid lane, walking around, leaving him alone. Made his lane much more difficult. And I'm
Radiant's top
a
tower
big fan
is
that
under
those
attack.
not commit, go for full Orb of Corrosion. Casual Blightstone for now, and going into battle period. That's not going to delay his timings.
Yeah, I think he understands that they need to be aggressive in the game right now. He can go for the battle for you. You've got Storm who's having a good lane, so he could be the one in the mid-tempo using, say, movement that he's got, help that he has to get kills like this and take out Zeal again. This is complete 180 from what we saw in that first game for Zeal.
Zeal needs to make some stacks going. I see Boar already inside triangle trying to make some stacks going. They're not going to be stacked because there is a sentry ward that BY placed before he died.
Over here!
My night's
Lightning BY's here with a arrow. Might be enough to help get the kill. It will be. So Paparazzi now in a killing spree. Talking about 180s. Paparazzi now showing up. But
Having so much better
Yeah.
game compared to the previous one.
that first movement was a success, and I think that's the big difference, right? Like, you went with the Queen of Pain, TP top, get anything, got stuck in that lane, and Ghost won't be in. And that's not really the case in this. We got a kill back, and has continued just the ball going.
Xtreme Gaming understands that they need to play around Paparazzi. They did secure him the rune. They did refill his bottle 2 times, and now he's available on him. Great arrow.
You're a
This is
safe target.
scary for LGD going
Many
forward.
thanks.
Because you said it. As an Ursa lineup, you want that early Roche, right? But if you do a contest on that, it's kind of falls apart.
They don't have the best rush lineup on Xtreme Gaming that can just go in and take it themselves. You can contest. But Ravage is available. Light Shadow. Said it. Ursa. Why you smile? You don't like that word?
No, I know some or just kind of they hear meteor hammer, they just
That should help.
Never. Oh, no, God.
please, no.
Radiant's top
I'm just
tower
gonna talk
is
about
under
meteor
attack.
hammer out through the cast. I know it's
Where you don't have too much tower damage, Phantom Assassin until you get messed up. Like, you need to play with the catapult. 2 pulls, they don't deal much. Same goes for Tide Hunter. So, it's not too much. Also, in terms of abilities that can't stop from Meteor Hammer from going off, is telekinesis, coil, and roar. I don't think you want to commit any of these big ultis.
Looking for me.
Coil running around, but here comes Paparazzi, has the vortex. Survives. Kaka
Nicely
staying
done by
alive.
Kaka.
Nothing to say. Not gonna get hit by that arrow. Glimpse.
Pop players are so good playing into Disruptor. I don't even see it as a counter anymore, considering that they do manage to get the stage shift up every single time. Sure, you need to be aware of the static storm. Both supports at PSGLGD. We're level 5. Planet just bought the book for himself. We'll refill the bottle. From nothing to say, why small on bottom, trying to get some farm. Get that supernova online. UI will break and smoke. Nicely done by him. And Shadow stolen.
Steal that Moonlight Shadow. That might help them go gank, especially with still got a couple heroes. But the static storm you were talking about, it's level 7, so they get the good enough to save Paparazzi with another one. He's level 9.
Dire's middle tower is under
Things
attack.
are getting quite good here for Xtreme. They need to get Ghost out. Seal, looking for the Primal Roar, lands it, limps back, Sunray on Ghost. Will jump over, and Field is up.
Well,
Smile is getting low, but we'll pop that wand. If he gets chased down, Fade Bolt, and one more right click would have been enough, but they just don't have the damage to follow that up. As Kaka gets a little out from a distance.
That's max distance.
Seal gets a kill.
That was nuts. I mean, they still survive with everybody on their side. A good thing going for them is that Shiro is still on top of the net worth, about to finish off his Battle Fury in the next minute.
So
he was left alone because they didn't make any rotations to the top lane. Storm was either
Radiant's
making
middle
a move on
tower
mid
is
lane
under attack.
or ganking bottom. But
sure,
this,
but Ghost is 3-0-3. How do you have the same net worth? You're involved in 6 kills.
pretty far. He was not, you know, while he was killing heroes, he was still killing
Gold
creeps
for me.
on Ursa. That's why.
Just
Wild. These early kills, they don't give much gold.
yeah. It feels like you should have just a little bit more. Yes, isn't exactly too. Coming down with the smoke. Paparazzi here with Kaka. They've got the Static Storm ready. 4 heroes for PSG LGD.
Dire are scanning.
They know something is up. Rick only holding on to kinetic field at the moment. Not the best ability.
Play. Kane booth. Dagger. You want to do that route?
I will mind seeing either a Glimmer Cape next, or just a casual Fluffy Hat into Shard, or just a Shard. It's fine. Because you want to throw people out of the trouble once they get Ravage, and most importantly, Static Zone. This is gonna be the big one. Ursa can't use Enrage. Same goes for
Dire's
Boss.
top
Can't
tower
take shift.
is under
That's
attack.
to say, had a really bad time. Same
Radiant's
goes for
bottom
Zeal.
tower
Zeal,
is under
this time
attack.
around, going for Max, something that he did before on his Beast Smash.
Dire's
Not going
top
for help
tower is
Dominator,
under
but
attack.
he still went for it
Dire's structures
after.
are
But
fortified.
this is also a game where he dominated the lane. Like,
Radiant's
it's gonna
bottom tower is under
be straight.
attack.
One tower for one
Dire's
tower.
top
Also,
tower is
looking at
under
the items of
attack.
Paparazzi.
Radiant
Going
structures
for
are
Orchid.
fortified.
Big fan of it.
He switched off that. No. Sorry, I thought I was gonna say he switched off something else.
Against Ursa, also both supports, it's always gonna give you that
Radiant's
solo kill
bottom
potential.
tower is under attack. Top tower has fallen.
Yeah, we saw the Orchid on Storm.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wait for the puck. So JT, I see a Ravage come from him at a pretty good game going into the pipe. Thinking Meteor Hammer, never got it. Disappointed.
I was about to say the same thing.
Radiant's
Okay,
middle
next
tower
understands
is
the
under
most of the
attack.
damage is gonna be magical.
Radiant
from Puck
are
once the-
scanning.
Like right now, PSGLGD does have very limited amount of damage. Sunray is only level 1. Rubik with the Faithful. Like even the spells that he steals in this game
Vanish!
are not as impactful. Like in terms of like how much damage it does. Like maybe Starstorm damage is like
Ooh,
also
they're
low
gonna
on
fight.
damage. Let's see. They can find something here.
Like Shadow, they just broke the smoke. I mean, they won't.
Radiant's
They
middle
got
tower
here, they're
is
trying
under
to get
attack.
stacks. Now they're going with the vortex.
Where's the
They
party?
keep this Ursa alive. Shiro trying to get out of this one. And Shiro sliding gets the kill on a ghost. He had a sliver of health left. They go to the recoil Donna 2. They look for Paparazzi.
Radiant's
He's gonna
middle
fall
tower
too.
is
Kako
under
looking
attack.
next on the menu. And the 3 heroes die. They lose something again on PSGLGD.
Oh man, this team is so good at choosing the fights, and Shiro gets the Fairy Fire off, gets the Magic Wand, gets clipped by the Sunray, and also very nicely placed Egg by Why You Smile. They also
Picture
don't have the
perfect.
heroes to kill the Egg with. That's also one of the issues that we didn't talk about. Shiro being very aggressive here. Static Storm from Kaka, and Sunray into Egg. They try to kill it. DY's
30
one.
health.
Trying to
20
kill.
health.
Make 20. UI already used all of these leap charges to try to go and kill the Egg, puts himself in a difficult spot. There's going to be multiple ways of defending the Egg anyway. If Beastmaster Roar, it's always going to go through Magic Immunity, Oil to keep them in place, or just a casual telekinesis.
This is just a complete
Dire's
change
middle
to the
tower
game.
is
Right?
under
Like,
attack.
Ghost,
Gather round.
he was fighting early. Now he finally has the Battle Fury, and they get the kill there on enough and a say. Dropped down the
Radiant's
Dream
top
Coil.
tower
Sunray's not
is
going to be
under
enough.
attack.
They have the double damage on Paparazzi.
Dire's middle tower
He's
is under
got-
attack.
Battle Fury now on Ghost, but he's starting to fall behind because Shiro has a good fight.
Radiant's bottom
He's got
tower
his Battle
is
Fury.
under
He's
attack.
going into the BKB. Already has the Mithril Hammer on that. Looks like they're going to get Tier 1 bottom too. So the gold is really getting pushed for Shiro.
Once they
Radiant's
pick up
bottom
BKB,
tower has fallen.
Ursa, they're gonna threaten Roshan.
Dire's
Maybe
middle tower
try to
is
take
under
one
attack.
fight. If the fight
A
is
gift from
even,
the
they
Tempest
use
of
Ravage. They can't
Dire's
defend
middle
next Rosh
tower
without
has
Ravage.
fallen.
Or they get a pick off and then they turn into... Things are starting to get much, much better for PSG LGD. Zeal also getting the farm, has enough money to buy a full guard. So that's gonna be like extra sustain. And also removing silence from this freshly bought Orchid on Paparazzi. I think it's time to smoke for Xtreme Gaming. Try to find another kill. Ravage is available. Same goes for Static Storm.
I think you were onto something, by the way, with about the fluffy hat and all of it.
Radiant's top tower is
Exactly.
under
Yeah,
attack.
it's just like you want to be as tanky as possible at the moment. Like, it does really matter if you get another Faithful in the fight, especially pre-KB. And his next item, I think, should shard to push people out of the trouble. Trying to farm his
I
Dual
trust
Scepter
everyone
on the
was out of
menu,
sight.
but they saw this. They noticed that Kaka was hiding on Shadow, and Dual Scepter is going to come in very handy against him.
They want to glimpse somebody back because they've got heroes coming over. They don't even know he's coming.
They want a big one. Don't glimpse Planet immediately.
They get
Zip.
fine. If you were to get the kill on Perfect, like for a second, they were going to be left without a
You
kill.
had your warning.
Done. And for him, his TP was on cooldown, so there was no way for him to get it out.
Radiant's middle tower
Don't-
is
don't-
under attack.
Goes there, gives Kaka immediately. But So this means the Disruptor is going to be able to scale. We do talk about it a lot.
Radiant
For
are
Disruptor,
scanning.
it does tend to get some extra farm, especially with 4 points from Thunderstrike, but not available. This also means that if the game lasts long enough for another 20-25 minutes, maybe even less, depending how the
Dire's
fight's
middle
going to go,
tower
he
is
will
under
have
attack.
that accept.
Yeah, this is coming off him already getting a Yule's Stone.
Bounty.
For Philly, DP. I love DP. 1K lead for Xtreme. The anchor smash. And,
We talked about the spells that aren't like you don't want to steal stuff from Phantom Assassin. Maybe a zip from Storm Spirit can come in handy. Your mana pool is okay with mana boots at 1000, but I'm mostly looking at Static Storm,
Radiant's
Glimpse,
top tower is under
Starstorm,
attack.
and of course Ravage if you can steal it.
I talked about how Shiro was ahead of this Phantom Assassin by quite a margin. He's getting into the BKB quickly. Ghost is farm. Right there, neck and neck. They both have Battle Fury. Down about 1,000, 2,000 gold and covered quite well.
They do have like window for another minute for Phantom Assassin farms per BKB, while Shiro does have it. This is the big difference. Something we talked about. They're gonna smoke with this BKB on Ursa. Try to get a fight going because it
Radiant's
also
middle
means that they're gonna be
tower is
able
under
to kill
attack.
Roche.
Give us.
Shiro,
Radiant
he's gonna
structures
show
are
up,
fortified.
start beating on the tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
If they've used Shadow, they'll start to go at LGD, who are on the other side of the tower. Still on Zeal. Tide coming over, and he is spotted. So we'll start on JT. BKB's popped as the arrows flying in from DY. Well put together to get the kill there on a JT.
Radiant's
No
middle
Ravage.
tower has
No
fallen.
Tide for 40 seconds, but no BKB on Shiro. He's vulnerable.
Which also means that they're not going to go for Roche. If he didn't have to pop a BKB there, probably would go into Roche pit, but there is enough
Might as well
time,
have shot
28
enough.
seconds. Also looking at the itemization, like you need to know what you're playing against at every single moment, how greedy you can be. We talked about it the other day, Puck going for Kai Assange as his
Radiant's
next
bottom
setup, even though
tower is under
I was thinking
attack.
about getting the Yule Scepter to have a Dispel mechanic. We saw Ori do Thunders yesterday, playing into the same item, playing into Orchid,
Okay, that does
then
it.
getting BKB
Time
as
to fight
third
or
item
run.
unlock, which I really like. So this is one of those that could potentially backfire.
Dire
Okay,
are
BKB
scanning.
finished. I love this move from Xtreme.
It's the TP situation here. Everybody's got one on PSGLGD, but nobody's moving over. They got the
Move it,
scan. They know that Roche is happening, but it's a slow walk, and I don't know if it's going to be in time.
They can't get there in time.
They need to be quicker on this. Nothing to say he's going to have to blink, the loser
Roshan
orb, and
has
get in,
fallen to
but
the
they're
ring.
just too late. I'm surprised at the lack of TP. Everybody
Regeneration.
had one available for PSGLGD. They tried to walk over in. Front goes in. He's got the Orchid. Super immediately drops. Static Storm is in front of this stall, but Static Storm Treat Coil. He'll get the kill to pop up immediately. There's the Treat Coil on the JT. That means no Ravage. Big Dagger hits on his heel. JT Static Storm with the Sun Ray Primal Roar.
What did you roar?
And he'll go and get killed off anyway.
That's what he roared there.
Did it just immediately.
It doesn't even feel like he dealt damage. Maybe it just immediately cracked.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
what I
see
thought.
a single unit near the Tidehunter for a moment. I thought he missed, but the Static Storm coming in very handy from Planet.
It has to be prepped, right?
It
Like,
has to be.
immediately popped.
Yes. Something about the timing in this series. We saw Zeal denying himself in the
Let's see
last
this again.
game. This is also Static Storm. Like, you see the power of Guardian Greaves that Zeal decided to go for. Removes that Orchid immediately. And instant Supernova with that shard upgrade.
Radiant's
Tide
bottom
doesn't feel
tower
too
is under
comfortable
attack.
playing into this. And why you smile. Yeah, that was it. It doesn't deal much damage. This level 1 Primal Roar against the pipe, so in terms of damage, very, very limited. It looked like it tickled.
Tickled him, but they still tickled him death.
They do. PA holding on to Aegis for another 3.5 minutes. I think it's time to smoke up for Xtreme Gaming. Try to look for a kills once you finish off this Deso. Gonna be done in less than 1,000 gold. That's pretty much 3 creep waves, extra neutral camp.
They give the Philly Stone over to surprise.
I think what's gonna happen is Piranha farms Dual Scepter just to have another kiting tool and to buy some time during
Radiant
the.
are scanning.
Oh, maybe not. Like, where you're at.
Got 4 Steph queued up. Kaka's got Ags.
No, but DY has
Interesting.
Void Stone as well, so probably thinking about getting the Dual Scepter. So we'll finish off one item, give back Philly with the scepter so he can farm Ags.
I guess we're in 8P. You're Philly.
Yeah, what happened?
We were BP before for Kaka, now it's AP. Philly 9 is. Hi, smile.
Silence.
Invisibility!
Early
Radiant's
he's got the
bottom
shard,
tower
so
is
he's
under
happy he has
attack.
the Sunray available during Supernova.
Bounty!
Fight over in Triangle.
It's also level 2 Supernova
Radiant's
now.
bottom tower is under
requires
attack.
8 hits to kill. Not enough attack speed. Sure,
Radiant's
maybe with
bottom
Storm,
tower has
Piranha
fallen.
leaping in, but then again, we said that they have multiple tools. Protect the egg with, especially with the roar. Heal. Not going back for him with the Overlord this time
That should
around.
help.
Instead, opting to go for BKB. Won't be able to boost Static Storm.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
And also, it's a Ravage, so stay in a fight for longer.
Dyer's
also feels
top
like
tower
he missed
is
the
under
timing.
attack.
For help with the Overlord.
Pretty much,
I
yeah.
don't think he needs the pushing power anymore.
Yeah, 1 gush plus a couple of right clicks from Phantom Assassin does kill delayed Helm of the Overlord. Another smoke.
Got an Aegis to work with. He third.
Radiant's middle tower
I
is
see
under
nothing
attack.
that moves in the night.
Gauge. KD finished for Paparazzi.
That's a big one. So this time around, he cannot be coiled. They can still kill him, however. If they time it right, Supernova into Primal Roar, Supernova explodes, Ursa, couple of right clicks. And I see Shiro. Shiro so far having a perfect game, staying more than 1k gold ahead of Phantom Assassin, and also level 17, very tanky. Let's see if he decides to get Asher first, if he feels that he needs to control this Tidehunter potentially, or if he wants to be the one dealing with Phantom Assassin. If he's gonna be the Basher.
Static Storm.
Dyer's
He had it for
top
like a
tower
second.
is under
Got rid of it.
attack.
No, get rid of his life.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So it gets picked up by Ghost.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
His inventory was hilarious, or his quick buy Phantom Assassin. He's going for BKB, Deso Basher. So his quick buy was like
Mithril Hammer.
Mithril Hammer, Mithril Hammer, Mithril.
Dyer's top
Go.
tower is under
You're
attack.
buying that.
Radiant's middle tower
It
is
also
under
happens with
attack.
some of the carries when they want to get the Manta Style, Scotty, and Lantern Sphere.
So let's say also going A on disc. We've talked about puck players and BKBs and
Radiant's middle
survivability,
tower is under attack.
relying on their skill to survive instead of BKB.
This is also a good option because he didn't die. You manage to get stuff done with your Kaya Sanj and you don't die like for a fight or two. Why?
Go fly for a second. They got the Dream on the 2 rolls into the air for the Disruptor. My Smile is dead, but they end up trading Smile and Kaka for the kill. So with the body blocks in front of JT, but will give up on it.
There was no zeal around to pop this Guardian Greaves on Y. Keep him alive. It was a split second, like 0.2 seconds that he could have used Supernova. Static Storm just
Surprise.
out of the range, but didn't do it. Maybe he thought I'm dead anyway. Still, again, a good trade for PSG LGD. In terms
Radiant
of what they
are
managed
scanning.
to do with this first Roshan, they picked it up. It was more about stealing it from Ursa rather than them playing aggressive and getting stuff done with it. They did kill tier 2 tower on the top lane, took the outpost, so PSG LGD claim it.
Yeah, they're only up
Silence.
K net worth. I feel like we were in a good spot, especially with working on enough in a city. Savage to follow it up until they're under the tier 2 tower. That is ambitious.
Bit too deep there. Yeah. Now you wish that this Kaya Sanj was a different item. Like, sure, it gives you status resistance, so this silence, the pull, gonna last slightly less. But you also need to have a protection. Even for the next fight, the defensive item.
Nothing to say. A lot of the riots here for PSGLGD is kind of on Shiro at the moment. Damage top.
Double damage.
No Roche for a minute, potentially, and look at the damage that's coming on Paparazzi. Gem.
That's a big one. It's ping it. Oh my god, they did not pick it up.
What?
Good question. Shiro had slot available. Not want to pick it up for some reason. Well, maybe he gets it now.
Second chance. No.
Finish this.
Arrow hits. Ghost thinking about going back in JT. He does not have Ravage. It's still on cooldown from when they killed off PSGLGD. So he jumps in. Sunray on him. Nothing to say. Coming back over. All 5 heroes here for the side of PSGLGD. A crit on Nazil. Back. Shiro jumping in. Stack Storm placed down with the KOta, but the kinetic field's not going to lock him up. They've got stun. It's going to be able to go. So with the KBB pot, though, they get the kill to Nazil. He walks into the Static Storm and dies.
Here I am.
If Paparazzi in a second, if they want to re-engage, they aren't walking forward if they want to do so. They lose vision. Why you smile with the Icarus dive away? Got the Storm back up.
not done.
Arrow misses. Waning Rift to lose your orb with a faint shift. Jaunt out. Storm nothing to say.
Ghost wanted to provide some vision, so maybe a glimpse is gonna come in. They get another kill, but what an awkward fight overall. First, they don't pick up the gem, which is kind of a big deal. If they have it, that also means that they can
Dire's
see
bottom tower
people
is
hiding
under attack.
underneath like
Dire
shadow.
are scanning.
Still surprising that Disruptor doesn't hold on to Philosopher though, because I've thought best item beam that's static, so you items I don't get the same value.
Radiant's middle
Like,
tower
he's
is
trying to get
under attack.
here at the moment.
I guess that's why you need the choice. I still would like it on the Disruptor.
Most definitely, because he's so close to it. It does have 2 components. With that first extra goal,
He could So, Vancouver is,
This
I
should make
believe,
my life easier.
hacks the abyss. Keeping next on the list, of course, for the assassin, Roche up in 36. We'll see how he can contend it. Goals on, yeah, going in X.
Radiant are scanning.
level 20 though. Extra attack speed from that Phantom Strike. We're gonna smoke up in the scan. Nothing's gonna happen. Next Roshan, and then all ultis available. Supernova just came off down. This time around, there's gonna be E on disc available on Wise Smile. It goes for 1 on
It's
Puck.
time.
Has it locked.
Dire's
Needs to be
top
careful.
tower is
Like
under
you
attack.
have it unlocked. So long as reminders,
They got this immediately pop. They're gonna go to the abyssal. They're gonna kill to Paparazzi.
Tap if you can.
He's dead
Dire's
so
top
fast.
tower
This time
is under
Gem
attack.
picked up.
Radiant's
fall for that
bottom
again?
tower is under
I wouldn't
attack.
mind
They gonna
them
fight?
taking a Roche fight now. Try to force it, because there is no BKB on Ursa. There is no Supernova, and you can buy back on Storm Spirit.
Greetings.
Oh, no.
Silence.
See how this goes. This is anyway, Dream JT as the pipe, snap the coil, and Static Storm step out of the low ground with Ghost Pop of the BKB. Who's he gonna go for? Link.
I admit,
The lockdown, the damage there. Oh, and the kill on the Shiro. They'll take on the other, so they're gonna get Paparazzi back in with the spy back. Primal Roar was used, but I don't know if that's going to keep you alive, Zeal. You'll try to come over and get out, but the match is in from Ghost. 2 kills there for Xtreme Gaming.
That was way too aggressive. They just decided to go off the side after they can't really lock him down. Style will deny region runes, but this also means the push shot Xtreme Gaming.
So 2 for 2 against Ursula.
Back. Just said second
Your
Rojan.
shaman
Also,
has fallen to the Radiant.
slot that shard upgrade available as well. So big break. Ursa swaps could come in very handy and also extra damage.
And Axe Shard, like the upgrade.
Behold.
That shard also rock. A on this Phoenix.
So quickly he just hopped on him. Would have been up true.
So
Dire's
he's
middle
getting
tower
close
is under
to
attack.
the way we can grab it. We're jumping.
Silence.
Like,
Here I am.
I'm gonna give this man the fifth. way. Lincoln's for DY is such a... I guess it's to put on other heroes, not himself.
A prize.
Well, it's like, yeah, all right, put yourself in the right position to throw it onto somebody,
This
hopefully.
is supposed to be Paparazzi did die 2-3 times in a row. Comes in, gets it roared, Abyss played on him. Now, Xtreme Gaming, they would definitely love to take a fight.
Like, don't put on others.
Behold.
A support said my game. Doing your stuff. Primal Roar, Sun Ray, and Nova.
Done with me.
No? Now early.
The doubles check.
The Aeon did the stifling finger. That's
Aeon does get some of these heroes. Zeus, they seem relatively useless. 1 LP.
You know what we should do for Aeon this? Never.
No, I'm listening.
You can set the threshold.
Yeah, that's very balanced.
1 health, Aeon disc, there it is. Woo!
Help with the Undying. That was a neutral item.
That sounds like a great plan.
Cannot die.
Especially dying.
Double damage. Bottled by Ghost. Going into Nullifier next. That's a lot of damage. Sitting at only 6 Deso, but doesn't feel like he
Radiant are
needs more. He's gonna
scanning.
get it eventually.
Damage.
They know where someone is. They found Shiro with the scan.
Dire are scanning.
They have this axe now on Disruptor. KBs be weary. Say 3,000 gold saved up too. You're gonna find Zeal. EKB just before the static storm. Still doesn't matter. Ghost is really putting out some.
I'm looking at the next set of items for PSGLGD. Beastmaster just finished off his pretty much. Went for Blink Dagger, that BKB puck. Doesn't have much, sitting at 3,000 gold. Ghost, that's a 2-shot. 2,000 crit coming out from Ghost.
Oh. The lot. Crit him twice. Stifling Dagger brought him down to 1 health.
Dire's
Right click
middle
was,
tower
what,
is under
15?
attack.
Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult for Ursa to kind of solo carry this game. Beastmaster will fall off with this item build, but looking to off-green core, it's gonna be a good one. Needs his
Dire's
level
middle
20
tower
balance,
has
which he's
fallen.
about to get. Let's pull that on his balance. Just push the map as much as he can.
Dire's
You
middle
don't
tower
feel
is under attack.
ready to take the fight, especially
Gold and
when
sweet.
Ravage is available, and they just saw how much damage that assassin can do. Also, they would definitely
Radiant's
love
bottom
to
tower
see
is under
Shiro
attack.
with MKB for the next fight.
The next fight, see if it leads to next Roche. Obviously, well, wait. 4 minutes at least. No fight now picked up. Ghost is
Call it divine intervention.
super farmed.
By Ghost Scepter against Ghost is nullified it. Although Zia is as well. So great pickup here. A lot of value.
Fight. Close.
Level 23 Phantom Assassin. This
Hidden,
shard also
even from the
16% max HP as damage, pure damage, goes through BKB.
That is such a high number.
It is.
Cool. Bro. Which Bane? Oh,
Of course, he finds it. Because why
Alright.
not? So you have another tool to deal, another way of dispelling things. Things
Why
are,
not?
things are looking grim right now. JP trying to farm his Hex, just got enough gold for it, so instant initiation on their side. Things are looking rough for PSGLGD unless they can execute. They need this MKB on Shiro.
Such a tough task to execute, though. We take 3,000 net worth, like, feels like it could be 10k or more.
Definitely does. Storm Spirit does have A on this for himself as well, so
5. So, what would you take? Stifling or 7%?
I take the other one, 7% chance. I'm all about that RNG.
Same.
Both talents are really good. Don't get me wrong. It's not. Some other heroes are other 25. It's like hell, yeah, that's what I'm taking, and the one is like I don't even know what it does because it's so bad. Why? I'd get caught here. They need to silence on him.
Yeah, leap, force stab, and kinesis. Leap again. Now Paparazzi going. No, Dream Coil committed. They finally get the kill on the DY. They're gonna pop
This is not
Supernova.
execution. They need to fall back a bit.
There's the freaking into the Ravage. It's wide smile. It's immediately thanks to the Aeon disc.
Only the wary might find us.
Buyback coming out from Planet.
Silence!
They're on the high ground.
You have
They know there's no Ravage. You go to the Primal Roar, they get a kill on a Ghost. Is going to be standing still. They don't have Shiro because he's been X'd up by PT. Phantom 9, right click, seal. They don't have anymore. They look over though. At Ghost, they get the kill. He doesn't have buyback. Silence. BKB's been popped by Paparazzi. Can they get the lockdown with the Abyssal Blade or a dash? Paparazzi finally uses that ball landing and get onto the high ground. Nothing to say. Following him though behind the tier 4.
Does have Aeon disc if he wants to assemble it.
Aeon disc. To be careful.
Radiant's middle tower
When he
is
ripped
under
and the
attack.
illusion orb means he's away.
Dire's bottom
Phantom
tower is
Assassin
under
heavily
attack.
committed. Ghost using that BKB while Shiro didn't use his. It was again an awkward fight where they missed coil on Storm Spirit. The first are also not on the same page because Shiro goes back, Rubik Lift connects, and then he's not in range to use the Abyssal Blade or start attacking Piranha. So gonna see that again.
Starts with this little engagement.
He gets the force tap and sees Shiro. He decided to go back.
Fetch a reasonable
Gets coil,
price.
Storm Spirit manages to dodge it, and then they already committed. Supernova is there. We'll see the Aeon disc getting proc. Planet immediately disappears. Like, they heavily committed here. Ghost, not sure what this DKB was for.
It's early, and they had JC come over and hex the Ursa. But there and the Ghost can't really follow up that hex with any damage. A lot of mana on Papa.
And Shiro pops ulti and BKB at the same time. Starts hitting Phantom Assassin with that first MKB. He's also level 25, so pretty overpowered attack.
Are scanning.
Only Paladin Sword and Phantom Edge Sword. We'll swap things around. Like, oh, I need some extra lifesteal. Go hit new creeps.
Third Roche. Fresh Charter Ags.
Ags. Ursa
Let's
wants
see.
to get it.
2.
Never mind. It's always refresher. But they could refresh Aeon Disc. Double Ravage seems real good. Double Static Storm from Taka.
Double Roar. Especially if they were to get 25 for nothing.
He's way too far away from it.
Yeah.
About to be level 23. They are picking it out. Disruptor is missing. Aeon Disc not gonna be very valuable here. Same goes for Nullifier. Right now, holding the high ground. They have vision.
See?
Raise no
Please.
further.
Piranha to go into Zeal. They've got the hex. They have the rough click. So get
Does have buyback.
onto this steel medium, and then they'll go to the Dream Pool on a 3 heroes. I'm gonna say going in and taking out the vision. He's taking out the ward to start this fight.
Ghost is so low. No BKB on him.
Steel's kind of alone. Beastmaster just off back, but they're gonna
he
get a kill on
died
it. Steel
again.
immediately with the BKB. The and is gonna come. Nothing to say, but nothing to say. He's going through onto this Phantom Assassin. They get the Ravage off, but Shiro's gonna go in and get the kill onto Paparazzi. They'll take out DY, and now Shiro locking it down for the side of PSG LGD. Nothing to say. Gets low. Triple kill for Shiro. There's the Abyssal. Making another as they'll take out Puma.
Mystery.
Stolen Ravage this time around. He was waiting for it for such a long time. And every time, last 3 fights, early BKB from Phantom Assassin, and he doesn't feel too comfortable getting back into the fight. Shiro on the winning side, waiting until everything is done. And then, as you said, first they take out that ward. Nothing to say. He was
Roshan has
very aggressive.
fallen to the
Then the
dark.
Stolen Ravage
And
hits them.
blinks in. That's beautiful.
Gold for me.
Ghost. He
Radiant's
focuses here,
middle
nothing to say.
tower is under attack.
Look at how far away from the fight he is.
Radiant's top
You
tower
wanted to
has
see
fallen.
Puck level 25? All it takes is one extra
Radiant's
fight, and he's gonna
middle
be that
tower
one
is under
spot.
attack.
I love they gave refresher to Rubik. Ravage will be available in 40 seconds.
Puck out.
But
Radiant's
he does have
top
that low
tower
15
is under
talent, so
attack.
his Ravage will be available earlier
Radiant
than
structures are
JT's.
fortified.
Double Rubik Ravage.
Radiant's middle tower
Before you
is
have
under
Ravage
attack.
online, and it's being kicked out JT. There's still a 1 tower bottom, but seems like they wanna get it and get stuff done. Get this set of barracks at least. No buyback
Radiant's
from
middle
VA.
tower has
Buyback
fallen.
on Storm is available, but they don't want to use it yet.
15 seconds till
Radiant's
double
middle barracks
Ravage.
are under attack.
7,000
Radiant's
net worth
middle
lead.
barracks
I did
has
say it felt
fallen.
like Xtreme were very
Dire's
far
bottom
ahead.
tower
The net
is
worth
under
wasn't
attack.
actually favoring them too much.
Radiant's middle barracks has
Couple
fallen.
points where Ghost just kind of
Let's
doesn't
see.
participate.
I was just about to say it. Face and double Ravage does have enough mana pool for it, so it's the 225, more than enough. Wasn't even close. You just said that.
We don't have any time. And second Ravage. Ghost step for 100 fight.
They should try to see if he does have buyback. Shiro used BKB, but he's also holding
Radiant's
onto
bottom
Aegis
tower
for another
is under
3
attack.
minutes, and they have creeps
Radiant
inside the base.
structures are
Well,
fortified.
He has a
We can't
now.
let
let's
them
have
see us.
6,000 gold on Tidehunter. That was such a nice play there from Planet. You also don't think about that. You
And gonna hold the Ravage for now. Recoil, not a couple, but he's got the level 25. BKB's not gonna matter if they snap the coil.
Radiant's bottom
Renova
tower
goes
is
off.
under attack.
full minute without
Radiant's
Phantom
bottom
Assassin.
tower has
Yeah, they
fallen.
still need to work it out. They've got the courier over in the secret shop for whom? For Tide. I think he wants to go and get that refresher. That's why he's holding the Ravage.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Second
has
set of
fallen.
barracks. There is a 2 tower available.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Another Eon disc.
Radiant's bottom
This is
barracks
on
has
Rubik.
fallen.
And sometimes you get a very bad feeling about it, but you don't take into consideration that Rubik has 25% on stolen spells.
Radiant's
So
courier
you're like,
has been
oh, he
killed.
stole the Ravage, but he doesn't have it because I don't have it.
Yeah, now he's gonna have it in 40 seconds again. Yeah, and JT loses his courier like that. He sent it over there, spent so much time wanting to buy the refresher, but now he's not gonna have it at all. Like that refresher's never coming.
Radiant's top tower
So
is
it's not
under attack.
4K gold lead. This is an extra 6K because Tidehunter,
Unspent gold, yeah.
yeah, his courier died, won't be able to get it.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Unless they somehow find a way out there, which is super tough. Got a Hawk waiting for them to leave the base too, spotting them if they do come out. Do it for Tide. Just hold buyback. I feel like double Ravage is almost a necessity.
Definitely feels like it. I want to see them go high ground one more time. Ravage, still up there for another like 30-35 seconds, if my math is correct. I want to see Planet get refresher. Doesn't have enough gold now, but still, keep the bot back for now.
Yeah, I really think he needs this double Ravage to deal with this. It's the bare necessity that he needs.
Just said it. You give me a look like so good. I'm on fire today with bear plugs.
I was actually thinking, Hex, Gush, Arrow. Got the lockdown. And they're gonna try to kill the Super Over with the Ravage. They blow him up. Got the Aegis, they're trying to get the egg. They'll take out White Smile. By the way, White Smile bought a refresher for a moment like this, but well, a moment like this is Shiro dying. So maybe he didn't need the double Ravage.
They only needed to execute Stack Storm on top of him, which means no BKB is going to be available on Ursa.
Now GT gets to walk out, grab that refresher.
I like that Ghost is chatting it up for Divine Rapier next. He
That
hits level
should help.
25, decided to go for a triple Stifling Dagger in the end. Like, you farm this Divine Rapier so quickly now.
Yeah.
Cell power treads, cost got decreased.
EQ lead. Not really getting much out of this defense. That ain't nothing to say. They're pushing out bottom still. They have creeps inside the base. They're going down mid. But what do you need to do with these 50 seconds? What's the bare minimum?
It's time to go for high ground. Try to maybe get some kind of a buyback out of them. Phoenix definitely not gonna buy 40 seconds. I think you need to buy on
Dire's
Ursa.
middle tower is under attack.
Also, there is
Dire's
creeps inside the enemy
structures are
base, so
fortified.
some damage will be dealt to tier 4
Radiant's
towers.
middle tower
These
is
are
under
super
attack.
creeps.
And they need to be aware. They're trying to force the Shiro buyback, but they're just not going to get it.
Dire's middle tower
Tier 3 gets
has
taken.
fallen.
They'll lose the racks. He needs to save this time where they've got the Supernova. They're coming down with Rock trying to go in. Option not going to stay. They don't want to pop
Dire's middle
it.
barracks are under attack.
No! Poor Phoenix!
Dire's middle
It looks as if they're going to get the buyback out of the hands of
Radiant's
nothing to
middle
say.
tower
A little
is under
surprised that
attack.
PSGLGD
Dire's
took
middle
that fight,
barracks
and now
has
we're
fallen.
back to even. Ravage, positive
I'm
review.
getting a second
Refresher
win.
is available. They need to play with
Radiant's
defensive
middle
telekinesis.
tower
They
has
lost
fallen.
it
Tier 4.
They need this
With
telekinesis to be
shadow.
used during the static storm to push people under
Radiant's
trouble so they
middle
can
tower
use
is under
them, they can
attack.
get the Eon disc going. Their tower, as you said, drop down an extra 500 damage on the other tier 4.
They need to really watch that. They let that go for a long time. I know they wanted to commit, and they got the buyback from nothing to say. You let that go again, though. It's going to be tough. Roche, minute 15, potentially. 50-minute mark, we could be looking at tier 4.
Still 10 minutes away. Also, Tidehunter about to crack level 25. That's the big one. Ravage, extra 1 second stun with the refresher orb. So make that
Forever.
3.8, 7.6 seconds if you execute correctly. If it's not on a target that does have dash resistance.
A stun equal.
Radiant
Refresher
are
for
scanning.
Zeal. He's been having some trouble surviving in these fights, but if he could get the double primal roar off, his focus has been onto Ghost, and it's worked at times. If they are able to pop the Lincolns, go for the roar, which they've accomplished a couple times.
Problem is these Eon discs are not going off in a fight. Have Tidehunter with the Witchbane, Static Storm with Aghanims, and of course Nullifier from Phantom Assassin. Ghost was thinking about getting Divine Rapier, in the end decided to change his mind, so there's not going to be Roar on him, Telekinesis, or Abyssal Blade. So a bit more offensive tool coming out from him.
Roche, 40 seconds. So that's going to be everything. Smoke from LGD, knowing that this happening soon.
Haste!
Buybacks. Phantom Assassin, Tide, Storm, Disruptor, Rubik, Moran.
Wahoo!
So 2,000 gold short on Shiro. It's all or nothing, it feels like, for LGD, where you have options on Xtreme.
You do. Refresher is available on Phoenix. He also got level
Shadows.
20 talent, so extra stun rate damage, extra percentage. Very good tool. You managed to get like multiple sun rays off in a fight. We'll see if that's going to happen. They could potentially just blow him up with the Eon disc not being available.
The egg is something that had been a struggle for a long time for them to take out. The last 2 fights, they've done it successfully. And it's been massive. You can see how much that...
Oh
the
no,
percentage-
double damage.
Yeah. Great.
Well, not if you're a PSGLGD fan. I sense some bias here.
No, that was a non-biased comment. I was just, not great if you're LG. Finish my sentence. You knew what I was thinking. So, on it. Let's see what he can do here. Feels like a lot of the fight is on the control that LGD can do.
How do you fight into Ravages from Tidehunter?
Kill him first.
You need to be able to lock down with the Abyssal Blade, maybe place a coil, try to land the roar. But, I think you need the coil, plus focus him down with Ursa. Problem is, he does have buyback. So if you commit with the BKB on Ursa to kill Tidehunter, he's going to instantly buy back, and then they will take the fight.
Thing is, if the fight happens near Roche, he doesn't exactly have a place to TP back in.
That's also true, because right now PSG LGD took the outpost and right they're underneath the vision of this Hawk. We'll kill it.
They're trying to get back on Shearer. He's 1,000 gold short, but with Roche up, he may not really have that option of
Even though Paparazzi has refreshment, so we'll be able to pull them in, double E of this, double pull, double ravage. This is all free, but I want to see execution from Xtreme Gaming. Bottom lane again, push again, same goes for this one.
We can't let them see us.
What about these creeps again? Double.
Yes, you can't bring a hero into enemy base because you are playing an Phantom Assassin or Spirit.
Radiant's
Damage is still
middle
going. They've
tower
got
is
them. They're
under
gonna all lightning with the supernova. They got the telekinesis, but the right click's coming. Can they get the abyssal? No, they kick the right to the battle. They're gonna go DY. Go right, go with the pop. Here's the reflector, static storm, and the ravage coming out on the hero. Forces to lock them up and get another one. But there's the ravage coming in once again. Now they find themselves. Shiro, oh, and Lincoln, supernova pop. It's the Sunray. He's gonna Shiro, and now he's gonna buy back. He just got the goal. They've got the vortex on a why you smile. They will go for Seal. He's stunned up. Hexing up. Next one is tied, but they've got the damage coming in with the telekinesis from Planet. He threw Seal on top of the two of them. He stunned them both up, and that's why they get the kills.
That was so close. I was watching Shiro. They handed him his... Someone else picked up the cheese. They gave him the cheese. They high-fived him. He put the VKB into his backpack, but didn't manage to click it. That was so close. So he bought back, multiple buybacks from the enemy side. Ursa will probably get this Aghanim Scepter so that he can iterate even if he's stunned. And we'll pick up Aegis as well. This is also another refresher. Let's see who decides to pick it up.
Gosh, this is... Somebody wants it. Maybe Planet will blink. All right, give himself up some cheese, throw himself back over. Don't want to lose any ground, min-maxing the movement.
That Rubik shot is such a big tool, and now he has level 25 talent. Minus 12 seconds, so goes down to 10 seconds. BKB on Storm, not available. Paparazzi invested all of this gold into refresh. Lincoln here on Ursa, plus another Lincoln here from Puck. They are itemizing against Nullifier.
Feels like it's going to be at least the mangas that they're going to be up against. They even want to fight
Raise
this
no hand in anger
4v5.
at your
Got the shard, so they do have Tendrils of the Deep.
Radiant's
Pressure on
top tower
cooldown.
is falling.
That means no ravage for 60 seconds guaranteed. Arrow lands on a Shiro. He's the one at the front. But for the damage, they are going to need Ghost to go in and output some on a Shiro. It seems like to get these kills, it's going to be Ghost torch to bear. So go in and try to output as much as he can. That goes to the Divine Rapier too. Falling in, Paparazzi's back, they've got the vortex, and now they go to the Phantom Time. The telekinesis to throw him back, but end up losing the Aegis. They've got the Dream Coil with the Supernova. Under the Arrow Stormcrafter. Well, now wants out. This telekinesis from Planet
Radiant's Ancient is
going out with a
under attack.
little bit of health and
But
mana.
look at the Ancient. There are catapults already. They managed to kill last tier 4 tower. I want to see Divine Rapier. Never mind. Okay, there it is. Divine Rapier. It's there on Ghost.
Double damage bottom if they can find a way to get to it with Phantom Assassin.
We give it to Shiro this time around to make things a bit more balanced. 1 DD for one team, 1 DD for the other.
So, 11k net worth lead, Ancient exposed. LGD look for the 2-0.
Gold and
Xtreme
sweet.
really looking to hold on. It's going to be tough.
What?
But now, with the fact that they helped, I guess, like taking out the Aegis and LGD retreating, this next fight, it will have the double wrap. So they have an opportunity to go in. Don't have Aegis anymore on Shiro.
Have cheese, but also no slot on Shiro. This is a tough situation for them because 5 minutes, no buyback on Phantom Assassin, 5 minutes, no buyback on Ursa. So both teams, they want to kind of take it slow. Also, big items coming out in a bit more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see if this gets to the tier
Radiant
5s.
are scanning.
This is... With no Aegis, I could see LGD holding on. Picked up the double damage on nothing to stay.
Invincibility!
Rana decided to go for BKB as her item, something that we didn't mention.
Hidden,
I would
even
prefer if
from the
that's
brightest.
something else. If this is like Wind Waker or something. I know it's a bit more expensive, but you can save people during the Dream Coil. You can save yourself. You can save others. Why? We'll try to land an arrow and we'll get him. But Telekinesis one more time.
And just also pop there. So he's not going to have that for the fight. That try and survive and go. Have that super, but they go to the static sword. They're going to be right on top of it. Nothing to say. They're supernova in the backline.
Telekinesis.
So heck, they'll get the clip. Is he back? Static sword? No. Ravage comes down. JC, he's going to refresh it. Won't come and shield, but he's got the BKB though going. I know what it goes. Oh, Ravage! Gonna fall. Trying to get the con. Goes to Ravage. Going to the con to DY. Another he's going to full get the con to JC. Coming up. And Paparazzi trying to do it all. It's not going to be enough from the sword. They should be able to clean him up. They'll get full team white. OGD will have the 2-0 over Xtreme Gaming.
And those telekinesis. I wanted to see that charge so long ago. He picked it up and used it as only a defense tool. Should really